Die, die. Jump. Yes. Nice. Jump. Yes. Hey, you. Huh? Me? Yeah, you. Who's there? Don't worry about that. Would you like to combine your hobbies? What do you mean? Both Lego and video games? Oh, that's cool. Hey, what's up? Today I want to make a video about something that's very dear to my heart, video games. So I've been a fan of video games ever since I was a little child. So like my first game console was the N64 and I really enjoyed that console. But as I grew older, I also started to like handheld consoles. So I'm gonna show today some of my collections. So this is my first console, the PSP. My first video game handheld console. This is the one that I bought when I was younger. And I don't own that many games. I don't even think I have 10 games, but the games that I have, I really enjoy. So this is my PSP console. I also have the original Nintendo Switch console. And for this one, I don't have that many games as well. I think I have maybe 10 physical games and maybe like 5 digital games. I enjoy the Nintendo Switch, but the only thing I don't enjoy is like the Joy-Cons. They don't feel very comfortable in your hands if you're playing for a long period of time. I haven't tried the grips. I know that you can buy third-party grips to make it more comfortable. I haven't tried it yet. But yeah, I enjoy the Nintendo Switch, and I really think that the Nintendo Wii U was sort of like a prototype that got us to the Nintendo Switch. So even though the Wii U was a failure commercially, it still led us to the Nintendo Switch. Another console that I have is the Steam Deck. This is really a great console, a very great console for handheld because you can play Steam games on it, and they run relatively well. Like if it's a very demanding game, then maybe you're gonna run into some trouble, but mostly it's running great. And also you can even play like some emulated consoles, sort of like PS1, PS2, some Nintendo games like N64 games. You can play Wii games, GameCube games, stuff like that, which is very great. So you have all your collection in the palm of your hands, which is awesome. So I really enjoy this. But the reason I'm talking about video games today is because today I'm gonna build and review this Game Boy. I've never owned a Game Boy as a child, but I got a Sega Game Gear, which was in color, and it was Sega games. It was great, but for batteries it wasn't so great because they didn't last very long. It needed 6 AA batteries, and from what I hear, the Game Boy, the batteries lasted a lot longer because of the screen, which was monochrome. So like the Lego Game Boy here, as you can see, it has sort of like a screen, like the monochrome screen. And what's great also is that it comes with these Lego made cartridges, and there's like 3 different screens that you can use for your Game Boy. And it also has a, I don't know what you call it, it's like an effect. Like the screen, it can move a little bit. I can't wait to build this. So here you can see a little bit the history about the Lego Game Boy, and it also shows like all the different buttons on the Game Boy. You can also see the back of the Game Boy, so like where the batteries would go, where the cartridge goes. So on the next page you can see like the Game Boy ads back in the day, and how the Game Boy box would look like. On this page you can see like all the different pieces that were used to make either the Game Boy or the cartridges. This page is exclusively about the Super Mario Land cartridge, so it shows like the real cartridge, and it shows also some screens of the game. It also shows the Game Boy box for Super Mario Land. And finally on this page it shows about the Zelda Link's Awakening cartridge. So you can see the cartridge, you can see some screens from the game, and also the box. So what do I think about this Lego set? The Lego Game Boy? Honestly, this is my favorite Lego set. I could say of all time. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like building it, and then like seeing the final product, and the fact that it doesn't have any stickers, like the attention to detail. There's so many good things going for it that I really enjoy this set. Speaking of attention to detail, it's crazy because like they even went out of their way to like put fake batteries inside cartridges. Not for this one, because I checked online and this cart doesn't require a battery, but Link's Awakening does require a battery, and they put one inside. It's crazy details like this. I also enjoy the fact that it comes with a stand to display your Lego Game Boy, and it also comes with a stand for like the cartridges. Well, only one cartridge, but still, it's very nice, and I will gladly add this to my collection and display it with the piranha plant for sure. Here is the Lego versus the PSP. Here is the Lego Game Boy versus the Nintendo Switch. Here is the Lego Game Boy versus the Steam Deck. Here is the Lego Game Boy versus Wii U Gamepad. Here is the Lego Zelda Link's Awakening cartridge versus a Nintendo Switch Link's Awakening cartridge. Here is a Lego Game Boy versus an iPod. Here is the Lego Game Boy versus a real Game Boy. Here is the Lego Super Mario Land cartridge versus the real Mario Land cartridge. Here is the Zelda Link's Awakening cartridge versus the real cartridge.